More than 100 people affected by drug and alcohol abuse were given the chance to come together thanks to a local charity. Developing Health and Independence put on the event after helping 450 family members in South Gloss last year alone. Tom went along to find out more.
Nearly 20 years ago, Irene lost her son to a heroin overdose.
He really hadn't been using for very long. Managed to stop for whatever reason, and it is very common. He lapsed, didn't tell us, got a batch of heroin that was a little bit over pure. His tolerance had gone down and died.
2 decades on, and Irene is a trustee of Developing Health and Independence, a charity who help families affected by drug and alcohol abuse.
Families of drug users and alcohol users are very, very forgotten about, really. You know, it's so secret. I think stigma's always going to be there. I mean, if your son's diagnosed with, say, leukemia, you tell everybody, and everybody rushes around to help. If you find your son's addicted to Class A drugs or alcohol, you keep it quiet. You don't want anybody to know.
In the UK, 1.5 million people every year are affected by drug and alcohol abuse. While help is readily available for those with addiction, often the families affected are forgotten. The charity run an annual session in Keynsham for those families.
A lot of our family members stay hidden. They sometimes don't want to come forward because there's still the stigma attached to substance misuse within families, which, you know, it shouldn't be. But unfortunately, it's still there. So it's actually bringing people to the forefront, and for them to be able to say, I do support a loved one and I do care about them, and therefore I'm here and I need to be valued.
More than 100 people turned out for the session, and for them it's a valuable resource.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. It's not always easy, but with the support you can do it.
Well, a lot of people here are suffering from the same kind of demons. So it's nice when, you know, you can see people who are struggling with the same demons.
You suddenly find yourself with a group of people who have all been through the same problems and experienced the same anxieties and stress, and it's a supporting network.
Last year, DHI helped 450 families in South Gloucestershire. Their hope is to support more. I'm Tom in Keynsham for Made in Bristol TV.